A 1-2, a 1-2. Welcome to the Brokers Podcast, All right, we're back with another review, people. So check this out. Man, we going with my brother, Mr. Skyzoo. He dropped another album or EP, whatever you want to call it, on June 19th. Juneteenth. What you think about that? Huh? Alright, before I even get into the album, let me just start it off like this. Alright, back in 2018, Skyzoo dropped an album called In Celebration of Us. Alright? So on the last track of the album, right, he got this song. It's titled Honor Amongst Thieves, right? Well, the song's about, he goes into this whole spew about this kid, he's growing up in New York, and his parents, they get a divorce, and the mom is raising the kid at first, and then eventually the kid gets older, the kid turns 10, and then the kid got to go live with his father, and then the kid doesn't go to school in the district that him and his mother, lived in, and, he went off, to a school like over like an hour away so he can get this quote unquote, good education. And he didn't really understand why he got this why he was going to this other school when he could just go to the school that's down the street, down the block from where he lives at, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, make a long story short, right? Ends up being school in this kid's neighborhood is pretty much trash, and like his parents just wanted better from him. All right, boom. You got that picture. Now, that song right there is a phenomenal song, and it ended that album off so well, but it just had you thinking like, damn, this is a good kid, and now he's a rapper, and now his name is Skyzoo, and he's giving us all this classic material. But you know what? In 2020, he actually followed up with that song, and he made a whole album predicting his life and what it was like growing up with two parents and two separate households, and what it takes for parents nowadays or back then to raise a kid to be a good child with a good head on their shoulders. This album is so phenomenal. I kid you not. You know what, Skyzoo, man? Listen, man. Once again, I wish I had some flowers for you right now, because I gotta give you your flowers now while you can still smell them. All right, because you've been on this tangent of making good quality albums for so long now, and you gotta get your props, man. If nobody else is giving you your props, the Brokers Podcast, is gonna give you your props today. Okay? All right, so let's get right into this album. All right, the name of the album is called Milestones, right? And now, the album cover is a picture of he played it off of the Boys in the Hood movie, with Trey and his father. His father, portrayed as Lawrence Fishburne in the movie, and his mother Angela Bassett. But on the album cover, it's actually him and Trey and his father. So I'll put a picture up right here. Here you go. It's the album cover. All right, and it's 25 minutes long. 7 tracks on that joint. You got production on there from Infinite. Who else is on that joint? First Official, Twame, Ashton Martin, Ann Harden, Illmind, and it's just classic Skyzoo. Once you hear that saxophone going there and that trumpet, that's just classic Skyzoo. You just get this real like grown man just like vibe, like just, that real smooth, laid back hip hop, not a lot of cursing, not a lot of, N-word and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, it's just so nice, man. It is just so like refreshing to hear an album like this and it drop. It's actually Father's Day weekend, we're doing this video right now. Today is actual Father's Day, and the album just feels so like it's dedicated to us, the fathers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when you think about Skyzoo's material and the way he's been talking about his father in these last few albums, you can definitely tell that, he really, really loves his father, and he really wants to thank his father for everything he's done for him and the way he raised him, because, it seemed like everything he did in Skyzoo's life was pretty much like a life lesson that pretty much stuck with him, and that's why he is where he is today. All right, and I can't do nothing, but tip my hat off to that and pay homage, because we need more of that nowadays, and not just black and brown boys. We need more of that around the globe. Fathers in general, stand in your kids' lives, raising your kids right, teaching them well, letting them know what real love feels like, and letting these little boys know what you have to do to pretty much raise a family, take care of a family, raise a child so they grow up strong, independent, and just hard working and just striving for the best, out of life. And this album just, reflects all of that. All right. There's no features on the album. You don't need no features on this album. You know what I'm saying? It's just all, message orientated, pertaining to a father and his boy. And I mean, that's all I gotta say, man. Like, lyrically, all of us already know, if you've been following Skyzoo for quite some time now, you already know, he's lyrical. When I listen to this album, right, and no disrespect to him, because he's been doing this type of, style rap for a while, but I feel like I get like this Nas like feel when I listen to it. I feel like him and Nas can just do an album together and just go back to back on some like real conscious, like real smooth, hip hop, and just give us a whole lot of gems, because this is what he's doing in this album. Like, he's giving a whole lot of gems, man. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about this album. If you want to listen to some grown up rap, smooth, with a real message behind it, and just no nonsense, and just vibe out, sit back, reflect on your own life and the way you raising your family, your kids, and check this out, man. I'm down in my lab right now, and I'm doing this review, and the album is just ringing off, boom, and in the crib, like, because the wife was listening to it. The album been in heavy rotation since the day it dropped, getting played multiple times a day, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day, and that's a fact. So go ahead and check this album out. Check all your streaming platforms, whoever you go with, Apple, Tidals, or wherever. Make sure you guys check out this album. All right, so once again, this is the Brokest Podcast. Shout out to Wax, shout out to Mr. Esteban. We still separate because it's this whole quarantine thing, but we gonna be back soon. You better believe that. We gonna be back. Let's go. Grand opening, grand closing.